My name is Debora Smith, and I'm the founder and executive director for Autism Resource Mom. It's a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and our mission is to provide support, guidance, and hope for individuals and their families impacted by autism spectrum disorder. When my son was young and we as a family were new to the diagnosis, I did feel alone. I didn't feel that there were others out there like me. I didn't feel like anyone else understood because all of my friends at my son's school had typical kids. So they couldn't understand my challenges, my triumphs either. You know, I would celebrate, little things, and it just wasn't on their radar screen. So my son was not speaking at 2 years old. He wasn't pointing to things the way kids typically do at that age. We didn't want to rush to put a label on his difference. So then when he turned about 3.5, in order to get services, you need to have a diagnosis. So I think it was my mom who said, just get him what he needs. If his leg was broken, you would go get a cast on it and have it set and all that. So if he has any kind of challenge or difference, whatever, get him what he needs. But for a while, I was bitter, I was hurt, and then I think I turned a corner and I said, okay, this is my son, and he's no less than anyone else. It might just take him a little bit longer to do something or to learn to do something, but he is quite capable, and he's quite intelligent. And so I like to say that kids with autism simply have a brain difference, and that's neither better nor worse. It's just what it is. That's my little thing. I had a teacher say these words to me. This is verbatim. We were sitting in an official meeting, and she said, Mrs. Smith, your son, this second grade, your son is so bright, I'm going to teach him how not to be autistic. I said, with all due respect, I guess, you ain't that good of a teacher. And I walked out. He doesn't live at home anymore. He lives in an apartment. And if I pick him up to maybe go to the orthodontist or something, the first thing, of course, that he wants to talk about is film, or Quentin Tarantino. But then he'll catch himself and he'll say, so Mom, how's your day going? And I live for those moments because it's him being self-aware enough to say, wait, I'm being a conversation hog. I have to ask her how she's doing. One thing I found, not only with myself, but with other parents of kids with a difference, is that we tend to document everything. I documented so much. I've got it documented when my son first used pronouns correctly. Now, what parent of a typical kid knows when their kid first used a pronoun correctly? But I know that, and I think that is just so cool to have that. He can hold his own, and I tended, like when he was in grade school, other parents of kids like him would say, don't tell anyone that your kid, is a special needs kid, because, just don't tell anyone. And it's like, no, I wore it on my sleeve.